Hi everyone. So after watching the three videos, I feel that they were similar to what I would imagine or have experienced a session to be like. Um, I feel like they all allow their clients to come in and just express themselves and what they were feeling and just explain what it is that they were struggling with. So I don't really feel like anything was out of the norm as far as how the sessions went. Um, the characteristics that I feel all three counselors had were them being very interested uh, in what their clients were expressing. They all seemed to be very understanding and trying to work to gain an understanding of where their clients were coming from. I feel that they were all very warm and their clients seemed to be comfortable with them. A few of the skills I noticed that were being used were the open questions, such as tell me more or tell me about past experiences. Um, they were able to identify the client's emotions based on the information that they received, such as one counselor being able to identify that his client felt a bit of guilt and one being able to identify that her client was a bit fearful. I also noticed that the skill of recognizing what the problem means to the customer was used, such as how one counselor mentioned that it's very scary to show people who you really are. Um, and I feel that those skills, those three skills in particular, is what made them all seem pretty similar. Um, just from my observation, the first counselor I noticed he did a lot less talking and he brought up the client's own idea, um, I guess, as a way to sort of resolve what he felt was an issue. And I like that he kind of brought him back to, well, you mentioned this in these ideas to me earlier. The second counselor, I feel that she did a lot more of identifying the client's feelings compared to the first, and she did a lot more of kind of just validating her client's feelings and in what she was experiencing. The last counselor, I noticed he seemed to do a lot more with reading body language and expressions. Um, and he asked his client a lot of open questions, but I do notice that difference between him and the other two counselors is he was very focused on her body language while she was in the session, and kind of comparing what he saw in front of him to what she was actually feeling on the inside. Um, and I think all the sessions were very interesting to watch. And I guess the question that I would have is because I hear things like this kind of often, um, is there ever a time where a counselor um, may do a bit too much of trying to, I guess, identify the client's emotions, or is it best to kind of just be quiet and let them, get it all out, or is it a good thing to sort of interject and confirm as they're going along and explaining what's going on? Is it best to confirm while they're doing that what they're feeling as far as emotionally?